God here, and today we're looking at our final trades and our vice captain options. So, firstly, we'll get into our trades. We've had a few options this week. I mean, we were going to get Marshall, we were going to get Meek, we were going to get Martin, we were going to get Whitfield. We were going to get everyone. We were going to get everyone this week, and I've now come to a conclusion that we just need one player this week. One player needs to come in. Two players also need to come in for the trades next week. I've done a bit of planning. I don't really do planning in the past, but that's probably been my downfall, really. So this year, I'm going to start doing proper plans, and yeah, I've come to the conclusion that this is the plan I want to take. This is the route I want to take for the next 2 weeks. So let's get into it. So we got 205K in the bank for starters. So that's massive. That is absolutely massive. Firstly, we're just getting Caulfield out for Closey. So I think Closey keeps his spot for most of the year. We know that Dimmer doesn't really like Ellis for some reason. So, yeah, Closey's in. And that's a non-negotiable. He's a definite in for me. As even though I'm going early on him, I don't normally go early on players. I'm actually going early on 2 this week, so we'll get into that. Then Jordan has to go. Break even of 78. Got the buy. Not copping that. So we're getting Jordan out for Comben. Now I'm using a boost this week. We got 350K after those trades. So let's complete that. Let's get that out of the way. And if it wants to load, thank you. And then there's only one other trade we need to make. We got 350K in the bank, so we could get a rookie up to any player we please. But we're not going to do that. We could get D'Ambrosio to, I don't know, Whitfield. We could get McKercher to Rowell, for example. But we're not doing that. We're getting Grundy out. Grundy's going. I don't care if he's got this, if he's got a pretty good break even. Doesn't matter. The bloke's not going to score well, and I just have to get him out. And this is why we have Jackson in the first place. So we're moving Jackson up into the ruck line. He's moving up. We're going to move Wilson down from mid to forward line. So forward line's going to be a bit ordinary this week, but I think a lot of people's are anyway. And then in the mids, we're getting Nick Martin. So those are going to be the trades. And I've done the calculations, and it gives me perfect amount of money to do Howes and Clark next week to Graham and Marshall. So that's the plan next week. So we've done a bit of planning. If we just click a bit of optimize, see what it's saying. Optimize. My laptop is very slow today. Don't know what's going on. There we go. Now, projected 2056. We're actually going to VC Gorn, and we are going to captain Bond. That's what we're doing this week. We're going to go over the other vice captain options as well. But that's the rough idea of what we're doing. And in the forward line here, I'm actually going to emergency Darcy. Now, this is for loophole purposes. If Darcy scores well, let's say a 65 or above. If he gets a 65 or above, we're going to take Cadman out. Now, why would you not take Wilson out? What are you thinking? Wilson's playing at Monaco Oval. big ground, great for wingers. We saw what Klahisi got last week, playing at Manuka. So, yeah. We're going to field Wilson this week, which is probably questionable, but it's going to happen. And then, obviously in the forward line, in the back line, we can't do any loopholes or anything. Only loophole we can really do. We could just do this for the captain, really. May as well do that. And then we also got Carroll here. We're going to loop Carroll with McKercher probably, because Sharp looks really good. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into the vice captain options. So Melbourne, Brisbane, I think it's pretty obvious where you go here. It is Gawn. If you don't have Gawn and you have Petrarca, I just want to see Petrarca's scores against Brisbane, because I don't have Petrarca, so I haven't really been looking at it. He doesn't do that well against Brisbane, so you could VC Petrarca this week, but because your VC is almost like a second. It's like your mulligan, for example. And then we got Bulldogs, Essendon. Honestly, I think you should be vice captaining Gawn. If you're not vice captaining Gawn, you're vice captaining Merritt or Bond, preferably Bond this week, I think. So I'm going to know as soon as Thursday or Friday what my captain score is going to be. So is that stressful? Is that going to annoy me if it goes bad? Yes, of course. But I don't know if it can go bad this week. Probably can, but pretty difficult this week considering Gawn. Oh, I'd love to see what's his average on Brisbane. It's going to be nuts. I know he got a 215 last year, but really average is what you want to look at. And he got the 0, didn't he? So average 9. Ooh. But yeah, he did get the 0. He got injured straight away in a game against Brisbane way back when. If you take that 0 out, it's probably a lot higher. Yeah, VC Gawn definitely this week. He had a 100-point quarter last year on them. So, and then who else we got here? So you could VC Libba as well. Libba's a good VC or captain option. GWS, you can captain Green, I guess, against Saints. That works. Steele probably steer clear of this week. Carlton, Adelaide. Carlton, good news. I think Walsh is coming back. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he is. We'll find out tonight anyway, but I think Walsh might be back. It's either this week or next week. Could be a great player for our midfields. We'll have to see. Adelaide, you would not be captaining anyone from Adelaide. I couldn't imagine Laird, Dawson. Nah, not. You wouldn't do that. Gold Coast, Hawthorn. You can captain Rowell. You can captain. Oh, I don't know if you captain Took. Don't know about that. Captain Rowell is potential. Hawthorn. Nah. Just not even gonna say about Hawthorn. Nothing to say about Hawthorn really. The vice captain. Port Freo. I don't mind a Butters captain here or Rosie. I'd probably prefer Butters because Young might go to Rosie. Generally, the tagger goes to Rosie. But otherwise, Freo, if Darcy is a laid out, so I imagine he'll get picked this week. I think Jackson could be a decent option, but no way I'm going to go there. Geelong North at GMHBA. Okay. Geelong North. Sheasel, you could go. We saw he can still score well on skinny grounds, so Could go him. Definitely not Comben. Definitely not Powell. Geelong, Stewart potentially. Don't mind a Stewart captain. But that's about it. LDU, I would not be captaining LDU. No way. West Coast Richmond, because you just don't know what he's going to get. You're going to get out of LDU. So West Coast Richmond, no captains here. I'm probably missing players, am I? Don't know. If I am missing anyone, tell me in the comments. Otherwise, that is the video. Final trades, VC and C options. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, hope you all have a great week. We'll be back tonight for the Thursday night review. Cheers.